Okay, so we're probably going to do some of the trial sets for the characters first. I wasn't quite prepared for them to go live early, but it did take a little bit longer to update my game on here, so I guess it all worked out in the end. I did say 10 o'clock for the polls, so we're going to wait until then. But otherwise, we will keep ourselves busy. We do have enough other stuff going on, with it being the new is the 5.3 update, I believe.
If I allowed myself. Led by the source of the
Don't know when I did that. Oh, it must be have been added in the update. Well, we'll have to go around collecting those. Always try to collect the books. And here's the wings that the Xbox users have had for the past month, but it did take them several years to even get the game, so I guess that's fair. It's even better than what happened with the PlayStation gliders, because even if you're a PlayStation user, you can only use it on the PlayStation. Heaven forbid you use it on the PC. But what do you expect from a company that every time the Switch about outsells the PS2, they somehow have gathered more sales on a dead system? Alright, well, we'll work our way up to Mawika. Don't get me wrong at all, I have a PS5, I love playing it occasionally, but as a company, Sony's kind of a jerk in that regard.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's lights out! Look at you,
It's nice of them to throw in Gaming as a character to use for this and then not make him actually drawable.
I'm going in! You can't run! Punishment! I'm a rock!
I don't really care about the new leeway 4-star, so when they give us our inevitable free 4-star, I probably choose Gaming. I think I only got him to C3. And if you haven't gotten Bennett yet, by some miracle, he is also in this banner.
Everybody stand back!
I'm sure we'll get about 10 of him trying to get Mawika, because we are starting at 0 pity. And we are sitting on our 50-50. We are not
Teamwork is dreamwork!
not guaranteed Mawika on our first 5-star at all, so
I let my guard down.
I'm nervous. I have probably enough, even if we lose her, but I was really hoping to get her weapon, and hoping we don't lose too much on this, because I would like to get Ganyu when that banner gets ticked on. Alright, let's see how Sit Lolly plays. She apparently flies around on a pillow, so, you know, pillow, motorcycle. Which would you prioritize?
Show no mercy.
And you cannot make the pillow go any faster.
Take me up.
It's just the trial, and we did not do great.
Fulfill our pact.
Unsurprisingly, she does get a better jump than Auroron.
Oh, so sorry. Cool.
But, you know, she is the 5-star version.
Time to end them.
Only, well, not exactly. She's the 5-star tribal character. Oop.
Freeze.
For the longest time, I thought she was supposed to be
Get to work.
Electro, but it's just that that's what the Nightwind characters wear.
Get 'em.
Because she's purple doesn't mean she's Electro.
Mighty mythical beast. Congratulations. Alley-oop. Don't get frostbite.
Show no mercy. Yeah. You two. Time to end them.
This moment will be frozen in time. Many happy returns. Sorry, pal. So, the feeling's mutual. Don't get frostbite.
I'm about to pass out over here. I'm out of here. He's lolling. He's Papa. Get him. Ugh. Get to work. You two. Time to end them.
Kinda hard when you lose your melt. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that.
Oh, so sorry.
Come on out. He's lolling. He's Papa. Get him.
Cool it.
Oh my gosh.
Still breathing.
Get to work. Suffer the wrath of
She can use her ult quite a
Will
lot.
be frozen in time. Mighty mythical beast. Congratulations.
It's already pretty fun. Definitely get fishtailing there. Unfortunately, in the main game, you're not going to be able to use this very much. But in the trial, it's pretty fun. Yeah, if she's anything like Chaska, you don't really get to use it a whole lot.
Let's all you put up get
Which will it be?
I'll settle this. Stand with me. Do not attempt to resist. Final warning. You
go! You're free now!
Oh, God.
Light up the blazing sun! Rev the engines!
Lightning's terrified.
Wasting my food on trial characters because I can't keep them alive.
Tell me what you see. Be free. Let's hope you put up a good fight.
There we go. Still not used to the Natlin trial areas. Trying to leave them is not the same as other trials. It's like, I appreciate this, but you're already doing everything you can to level them up. By the time you finish that part of the story, if you've been prepared, you've already done it. It's interesting. Usually events like that don't go live until like 10 a.m. the next day. Alright, so we do have a little less than 15 minutes here. Wasn't overwhelmed by Sitlali. So I don't think we have to worry about pulling for her right now. Maybe wait for a rerun. I do want to get all Natlin characters for the first time. I've thoroughly enjoyed the region and the characters. Oh, cool. We'll definitely have to get Kazuha for the envisaged echoes. I'll at least go there and unlock that while we're waiting. I put it out as an event on Facebook that we'd be starting this at 10. I, again, did not quite expect it to go live like this. Oh, his is perfect. Might have to go back and use my Kazuha. Oh, I like hers. I still don't have her. Can give his challenge a shot. It's not like seeing the monster list really gonna change anything because you don't have a choice. Oop. And then I accidentally picked the wrong one. We don't need to do this one. We finished Jeans.
Into the wind.
Well, and usually these have a.
The birds call. The wind knows me.
These have a non-combat section and then a combat section. You don't start with the combat section.
One with nature.
It's terrible. I'm gonna have to, I think, swap in a different weapon for him.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Yeah, because he doesn't get that pulled up often enough.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. One with nature.
Of course, part of the problem is Al-Haytham has his preferred weapon. But there is, I believe, always a sacrificial weapon for Kazuha. Who is using it now? Can't tell you the last time I used Xingqiu. Well, that's not true. Occasionally he gets used in the Abyss when Furina's already being used on another team.
Clouds high. The birds call. Time to go.
Still isn't going very fast, is it?
Into the wind.
It's like it said, interact with mechanisms on the field. I'm like, I'm not seeing a whole lot to do.
The wind knows me.
Like, you have to get through 3 rounds of this, and then
As one with wind
darn
and
hilly
cloud.
trails seem to have like
One with nature.
a lot of defense comparatively. I wonder if I probably check his artifacts. I haven't used them in a bit. I probably have swapped in some really crappy ones from using other characters. No, it's not bad. Its crit rate could be better. For giggles, let's see what this does.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
I think I need to
Fallen leaves.
get a little further
Adorn
on
my
that.
night. One with nature.
I think I'm in the middle and I'm not. And then those two non-elemental ones cause a problem.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Much better.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Of course, if that was part one, I am concerned what part two is going to be like. Oh, okay. Yeah, they did this kind of out of order.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
That didn't quite work.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Lining this up's going to be kind of a... Well, not quite. Let's see. There we go.
Into the wind. The wind knows me. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature. The wind knows me. Time to go.
Near.
Into the wind. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Into the wind.
Good grief, like he takes no damage from this. I was like, and then you're supposed to defeat two of these.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Like, just trying to get him under the flame is hard enough. Well, we've got a few more minutes until we get onto our poles. So at least we've got something like this to kill time for a bit. Can we convince him to come over here?
Time to go.
It's like you lose so much time just trying to do a little dance.
Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature. Into the wind.
Like, would it be better if I got him over this way?
Fallen
Doesn't
leaves
seem to do
adorn
jack
my
either.
night. One with nature. Into the wind.
Well, like, I guess it does say, like, electro plunging attacks. It would help if I read, you know.
One with nature.
Just doesn't seem to react when I...
The wind knows me. Clouds high, the birds call. Time to go. One with nature. Into the wind. One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my night. The wind knows me. One with nature.
It's like, I gotta be missing something. Of course, it's so new, I'm like, does anyone have a guide for it already? Because it says to trigger the device, trigger the mechanism using electro plunging attacks and weaken the foes. But
Clouds high, the birds call.
all my plunging attacks seem to be mostly water because that's the main opponent.
Into the wind.
It doesn't react with that. Do I just
One with
make this
nature.
little turd off to the side?
Fallen leaves adorn my night. The wind knows me. Wind strike. Into the wind. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Well, then you get the flames instead.
Into the wind.
So yeah, it seems to prioritize the water from the slime every time. What if I just knock that one out?
Time to go. The wind knows
Oh, one immediately respawns. That works. Alright, well, we'll come back to that later. Well, I think we've waited long enough. I was hoping more people would trickle in. I did make a Facebook event. I advertised the group. I sent out invites earlier today. But looks like it's just you and me. Don't worry, I've got more paid gems if we run out of primos. So we are bringing her home. 2 Kachinas, that'll work, kind of. I think when I tagged this, I tagged it as Diana, not Diana, not Diona. Whoops. it's gonna make us go the long way. Because we all need more Bennetts, right? Well, I did say I was starting from 0 pity, so... I should have checked how close I was to finishing Kachina. Alright, well, let's convert these before we start going into our paid gems. Or Genesis crystals, sorry. Alright. Finally, we get to see if whether we got Mawika or we lost our 50-50, so...
With the flames to
Oof.
guide us across time, we took a land shrouded in darkness and used our own blood and tears to forge it into a home. Now our journey continues, and a new chapter awaits. As the current Pyro Archon, allow me, Mawika, to light your way forward.
Alright. I was getting worried. I didn't think we'd have to go that far, and if we didn't get her, we certainly weren't gonna... If we didn't get her on the first go, we certainly weren't gonna be able to pull for her weapon. I was so exhausted from all the pulling, I usually try to take a screenshot of their splash heart. I'm sure someone's got one posted somewhere. Thinking it's gonna make me beg tonight. It's getting there, pulling for just her, but... I wasn't expecting that. Was kind of hoping to leave some of those crystals on there should I ever want to buy an outfit. I don't think I want to buy Hu Tao's. I don't really use her anyway, but you know, maybe would have gotten Ganyu's if I get to her, but I don't think we're gonna get to save those tonight. Alright, let's see what we got. Another Amos's bow for a Ganyu I don't have. Got a couple of 4 stars with it. That's nice. Darn. Well, they cleaned me out. Just have to hope we get the weapon before those 3 weeks are up. So let's take care of, yeah, the random cat sister, Lynette. Alright, so this was the main concern, was getting Moika, and at least we got that. Just for laughs. Clearly we're gonna do this. I've been farming for her, so this will should take no time at all. Woo, and she's 90. Been working on talents too. Main problem is her weekly boss is introduced in this patch, so definitely can't get her past level 6 on any of her talents, but we'll be close. Well, we'll be prepared when we do. When we do get to face that boss. Guess I should look up what our second best weapon is for her. Second best is Beacon of the Red Sea. Which that's, let's just say that's been the village bicycle as far as weapons. I don't know actually who's holding her now. Oh, okay. So the original owner. Well, that's coming with me. Alright, start with the Obsidian Codex. Alright, sands we want. Looks like attack percent. Looks like we want pretty much attack percent in everything. Oh, yeah. That would make more sense. I was looking at the substats. But yeah, Sans attack, obviously Pyro for Goblet. That's what was confusing me. I'm like, usually, but, you know, not always. Chaska's a little different in that, like that. So this is, yes, attack percent. Then elemental mastery. And then secondaries. Crit rate, crit damage. Okay, not all of them are leveled up, so Oh, of course. It's always going to be our pain in the butt there. Alright, well, that'll work for now. Well, so she doesn't use energy recharge with her particular ability, but we can always hunt artifacts for her. And I pretty much don't use Mualani, so might as well swap that out. We don't really have to worry about the low crit rate because of the benefit of the Obsidian Codex. So her crit rate's actually going to be in about the mid-80s. Actually, well, it's going to shoot over 100%. So yeah, that is a quick build. Yeah, we did that. Alright, just gonna take care of some battle pass stuff that I prepared earlier. We'll get 5 more pulls tomorrow towards the weapon, because the shop will reset. Oh. I was hoping they'd increase the tonus flame, but apparently not. Yeah. Well, that would explain it. They haven't expanded the map yet. Still don't get to see the Collective of Plenty.
This realm is... I've got
furnishings going, but we'll wait till tomorrow to pick those up. Let's see what the new items are here. Yeah, the purchase limit got raised quite a bit. I always buy like 3 of each just to... When I get into that I have to build mode, which isn't often, but I like to be prepared. And blueprints I always clean out. So they've added far more than they have the last few updates. They may clean me out, not the other way around. Oof. Alright. Oh, well, I purchased it, but apparently I gotta
If you ever have an
activate it first, I guess.
This realm is
Oop. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to get building at some point.
This realm is If you ever have any
Alright, well at the very least, gotta get these 3 out. Whoops. Help if the camera had started by default in a better position. That's a bit better. So yeah, that's why it really didn't matter that stole the weapon off of her, because Toma took the position anyway.
Anytime, any place.
And I love Auroron, but I might have to replace him with Kuki if I end up putting Mawika on this team.
Ready to ride.
Until then, Farina's just going to have to behave as a healer. I'll work on getting the companionship up first.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Pumpkin, you can cuddle with Mama. Yeah. Cool. I I haven't done anything with the card game part of this in a long time. But I'll always take a freebie. Alright, let's see what this event is about. It's like, it's not when events typically go live, so I wonder if they changed that.
That's quite a crowd over there. Hi everyone. I'm Sansa, and I'm working on becoming a bard. Thanks for coming out today, and yeah, I guess I'll start the song now. All goes quiet on Star Snatch Cliff. High in the trees, all is... Oh wait, sorry, that's not right. High in the trees, no whiff of the wind, no sign of the birds, no flapping of wings. Then it goes, pause. Pause for a moment, and... Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this. I didn't get tongue-tied at all on the 42nd time, or the 90th time. So why can't I get it right now? The 42nd and 90th time? Yep. I rehearsed this 100 times to try and perfect my performance. So, this is my 101st time playing this song. But, my first time performing it live. I really thought it would go well this time. But nope. I blew it again. Though not for lack of practice, surely. I guess I need to figure out what I was doing right on my 42nd and 90th attempts and keep practicing. Right! That amount of practice should have been more than enough. If it's still... Actually, the Traveler here has loads of experience with performing music. Why don't you tell us what your method is? Maybe we can give you some suggestions. And, Paimon can give you pro tips from an audience perspective. Aww, that's so kind of you. I'm touched that you're willing to help me. Give me a second. Let me just check my notes. Or, actually, just things I jot down after each practice. Stuff to watch out for, areas to improve on, etc. Oh, but you can ignore the second half. That's just my random thoughts on other people's performances and trying... Whoa! This is denser than the encyclopedias in the Mondstadt library! Well, my parents always hoped I'd become a scholar, so they made me take classes in all of those things and more. But now, I'm applying everything I've learned in academia to become... Well, I'm all ears. Where do you think I'm going wrong? Have I misunderstood some core principles of music theory, perhaps? Or am I approaching my rehearsal? Paimon never knew being a bard was such hard work. The tone-deaf bard always... And still, his singing and lyre playing always sound really great. Venti! Ah! Tone-deaf bard, where did you come from? Well, Paimon Archon sure hasn't missed that attitude. A whoosh? So it must have been a cat that stole the leaf, right? And with your allergies, you can't exactly go chasing it down.
I can help too, Venti. Your music has always been a huge inspiration to me, so it would be my honor. And, after we find it, could I get some advice on songwriting from you? Sorry, I know I shouldn't spring that on you. I was just worried if I stayed quiet now, I might be too shy to ask later, and I didn't want to let the opportunity slip by, so... Wow, really? Okay, I'll just grab my... Wait, where's my...
Huh? But then, why did her perform?
I guess I just lack that natural talent. Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear this bard singing outside the window. His wonderful melodies and beautiful voice. Yeah, that's it. I wanted to be free and happy just like... But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. I try to mitigate that by doing plenty of practice to make sure nothing goes wrong. But it's no use. As soon as the performance starts... What?
Exactly. If you really want to share freedom and joy with the world, first you need to be...
So, I've got to be my freest, happiest self in order to share that with others.
In that case, Paimon will be the audience. Paimon is the most...
Never experienced Venti being so quiet, but it's always going to be full side issues from the actor strike.
Successful performance in front of a crowd. For once,
They're
I
catching
didn't
up,
stumble
though,
over
it
my
seems.
words. I'm so happy. Once the music started, it felt like I became one with the wind.
The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check...
Oh, Charcoal! So it was you! I'm sorry, that's my neighbor's cat. Whenever I'm hurt...
What was that in its mouth?
Charcoal! That belongs to Venti. It's very... You've helped me so much. I feel bad...
Like the...
I can hardly believe I got a personal lesson from Venti. I can't offer much, but why don't you take the songbook? Oh, and as well as tunes. I also collected all kinds of instruments. You're welcome to try them.
Awesome! We'll definitely take you up on that.
I always think at these at via controller. So this might be something I come back and do come back and do on a tablet at some point. So this seems less event. It's a permanent addition then, so that's kind of cool.
Rise with the sun.
May never use them again, but always gotta add to my collection.
Light it up.
Yeah, her energy is shorter than Chaska's. Did point this place out as the place to buy it and suggested, insinuated I didn't have it.
Burn it down!
Weird. The Arataki drum thing must cover for it.
I'm gonna sing it one more time.
On Friday, I'll probably have to go hardcore on the story. Because I want to be able to unlock that boss before the end of the week. My cat thinks she's adding to the broadcast, so we'll just let her keep thinking that. Yeah, I think we'll call it quits for now. Well, this probably didn't roll over. Yeah. Yeah, it refreshes in 4 hours. Alright, well, I think that's going to be a wrap for me then. Gotta work tomorrow, so...
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
That's ta-ta for now. If you want to follow, if you haven't already, I'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you have a great night. See you around later.